Excel activity. I'm just going to read this straight off the PDF document. Make sure you have it with you. You can do this with me or just watch and then do it later. Input the number 5 into cell A1. Well, A1, 5. Use a formula to make B1 equal to cell A1. So I'm going to use the equal sign on the keyboard and make that cell equal to A1. Now I can either type the letter A and the letter 1 and press enter, and you can see how then it equals whatever's in the first cell. Or I can go equals and I can get my cursor and click on A1 and then hit the return button. Doesn't matter. Okay. Use a formula to make C1 equal to 3 times B1. So the equal sign equals 3 multiplied by is the little star above the 8. So it's shift 8 and then either B1 or click on cell B1 and press the return or the enter button. Make D1 equal to A1. Now I'm going to click on A1 plus, which is plus, B1 plus C1 and press the return button, and you can see how the cells are just doing what I'm telling them to do. In E1, what have I got to do? Auto sum. So you can see my cursor. See the little sigma. Sigma stands for sum of all. So I do not click the equal sign. I'm just going straight up here to this thing and I'm clicking it, and it just automatically guesses what I want to add up, and it's highlighting those cells. Press the go button and it's going to auto sum what cells there. Make F1, I'm back to putting the equal sign in, equal to E1, so click on it. Now divided by is the backslash. Backslash, and I'm dividing by E1, F1, no. Make cell F1 equal to E1 divided by B1. So I can just click on that, press the return, and 50 divided by 5 is 10. Job done. So we can multiply, we can do simple formulas, we can divide. Excellent. Second thing, on a new sheet. So my cursor is down here, plus, new sheet. I'm just going to make them bigger so you can see what I'm doing. Input the number 200 into A1. Done. Input 10 into B1. Well, that's hard. Into A10. A10 is all the way down there. Make it equal to B1 backslash or divided by 100 and then multiply by, which is shift 8 A1 and press the go button. 20. Right, so let's have a little bit of a look at that. I wish I could make that bigger for you. Zoom in if you can. So that is actually B1, which is 10. 10 on 100 is 10%. 10% of A1. So I've actually just done, 10% of 200. Oh, that sounds like you've got a financial maths assignment coming up soon, which you do. And clearly now that that formula's there, I can change that. And now my cell down here is going to be 10% of 400. Or 4,575. I can change my percent to 15. I can change my percent to 25. And this cell down here just does what it's told. Nice and easy. We're to a new sheet again. So, new sheet. I'm going to go bigger so you can see me. I'm going to RAD radius equals, what's the next one? A2 area equals number 2 into B1. Oh, that must mean my radius is too big. Area. Oh, well, if it's a radius, it must be a circle. Anyway, let's see how we go. Into B2, input equals. Now I've got to write PI, open bracket, close bracket, multiplied by, which is the star, so it's shift 8, B1, and there's a little hat there. The hat is above the 6 key, so it's shift 6 to put the hat in, and then 2. That little hat means it's to the power of 2, so that's squared. So that's formula is pi multiplied by my radius squared. So you need to know how to raise things to the power. Sometimes you might need to put pi in. Pretty much anything that you can think up, Excel can do. And if you don't know how to do it, you are going to use Google a lot. Google has the answer on everything. Okay, on a new sheet. Oops. Click. Make it bigger so you can see. Type the number 1 into A1. Make B1 equal to the square of A1. So B1 equals A1, so hat, which is shift 6, 2, so that's A1 squared. What's 1 squared? 1. There we go. Make A2 equal to A1 plus 1. Well, 1 plus 1 is 2. Click into B1. So I'm going to click into B1. I don't have to click, I can just move around. But anyway, click into B1 and copy. So copy, you can right click and left click, whatever you do on a Microsoft program. Click copy. I'm going to go down to B2 and I'm going to paste. So what it's done is it has pasted the formula that I'm squaring the number to the left, if that makes sense. So I'm squaring the number to the left. I can copy and paste formulas. B1 was square the number to the left of me. So when I pasted B1 down into A1, it's squaring the number beside it, to the left of it. Okay, select A2 and B2. So I'm going to click in and select all. You can see how my cursor is a cross, and when I get down to that little dot, it changes. So when it changes to my crosshairs, I can actually paste, copy and paste everything in both of those cells, and I've got to go all the way down there to B12. And when I release my little button, it's copied and pasted every single cell. So this one is just adding 1 to the number above, and this formula is just squaring the number to the left of it. Very quick and easy. You can copy whole rows of formulas as far as you like. So that's copy and pasting a single cell, or you can copy and paste a whole row or column. New page. Get bigger so we can see what we're doing. Into A1 type, is that 10,000? Into B1 type, 25. Make C1 equal to B1 over 100, so that's 25%. Shift 8, which is the star, which is multiply, so it's 25% of A1. What's 25% of 10,000? 2,500. So our formula has done that. Make A2 equal to A1 plus 1. Not 1. Okay, so if you make a mistake, like I just did. Clearly I did it on purpose. I've got to click into the cell, and I've got to get my cursor and click back up into that, what do you call that? Hole. And I've got it, and that should be 10,000. Okay, that's a bit better. I'm going to copy and paste, make B2 equal to B1. So whatever's in B1 is just going to keep coming down. And I'm going to copy and paste down there and then hit escape, so my copy paste function's gone. So I've just copied and pasted the fact that this cell is 25% of 20,000. And I can select that, and how far am I going down? Click to 12. So each of these cells in the C is 25% of A. So 25% of 120,000 is 30,000. It's a quarter, isn't it? So you can copy and paste that whole row down, and it's all 25% of whatever that number is. We're going to do very similar. Let's go B15. So, because that's what it says. Type in 25. So there's my 25%. In A16, I want to go 10,000. And over in C16, I want to make that equal to that B15, which is 25%, so it's on 100 of, which is the multiply by sign, of A1. So you can see that I've just done exactly the same thing up here. This is my 2,500 or 2,500, 25% of 10,000. Now, when I've got to do that whole plus thing again. So that equals that plus 10,000. I can make that equal to 25% of that, which is good. There's my 5,000 from before. But unlike before, if I select and drag down, it doesn't work. It doesn't work. Because when I copy down, it copies down this, instead of being B15, it's copied down to B16 because I'm down in the next row. And because that row is empty, it's calculating 0%. Right. So you need to Google how to fix a cell so that when I copy that all the way down, it always goes back to that one cell. Because I'm going to say that's pretty ugly, the fact that that 25 has to be carried all the way through there. It's an inefficient use of technology. You really want to be able to fix a cell and be able to get your formula to always to go back to one cell. Yes, you need to be able to fix a cell for your assignment, so I suggest you Google it and find out. We can talk about it in class if you like, but you will no doubt already know. Okay, add another sheet. In column B, from B1 down to 15, I just want 15 random numbers between 1 and 100. Well, that's interesting. Okay, 4. How am I going? Are these the numbers you selected? Last one. Excellent. Make B18. Okay. Make B18 equal to MIN. You can see that the function's recognising that MIN. I'm going to open up my bracket and go B1 colon, is that a colon or a semicolon? I don't even know. It's 2 dots, B15. B1 colon B15. Try that again. Close my bracket. So you can see that it's highlighted this little section that is B1 to B15 for me, and I'll press the go button. Look at that. It's given me 4. Can you see out of all of those numbers, the minimum number is actually 4. So MIN stands for minimum. What's the next thing I need to do? B22 equals max B1 colon B15 close bracket. Hey Max, what do you reckon the biggest number in there is? I reckon it's probably going to be 89. You can see it here. In the middle, what do you reckon we're going to do? Let's do median. So, you can either just go, see how it finds it? If you don't know, there's a little function up here. Remember we did the sum of before. If I do the drop down box, more functions, what am I searching for? Median. Hey, there it is. Statistical, median. And up in that box there, I can then insert the function and it can help me fill in what I'm doing. So that's the little section which is B1 to B15. You sort of got to play around a little bit, but the median is the second quarter. So it's got to be 2, and then I can go done. And it's just given me the middle number. You'll note that I have not put them in order, but Excel just puts them in order for me. It does all the hard work. And yes, that's going to be very handy. Why do I keep getting out of full screen? Anyway. Hey, what goes there? Quarter 1. So let's see if we can use this formula builder. So I'm going to go drop down, more functions. I want the, now, I was going to type quarter, but it's actually a quartile. So let's go quartile, insert function, array. Array is this thing here, so I could either type B1 to B15 with that colon between, or I can just select it and it fills it in for me. Nice of them. Which quarter is it? It's the first quarter. Press done. And similarly, that can be your quartile. Insert function B1 to B15, and that's quarter 3. Did that work? Here we go. So that's min, quarter 1, median, quarter 3, 5 number summary. Thanks for coming. Mean. Now you can either do it manually by going, let's make that cell equal to the sum. See how it's guessed what I want to add up, but I don't want to add that up. I want to sum those, so you can just highlight it, press enter. There's my sum of all, and I can divide by how many there are. But guess what else I can do? Mean, up here in formula builder, that's the average. See how it's automatically thinking that I want to do the average of that, but I can just override that and go, that's what I want the average of. There's the mean, 54. Wow, isn't that interesting? It's an exact number. Oh, what happens if I change these? It just works it out. So it's just going to be fluid, and whatever those numbers are, it will just work out the answers. Okay. Oh my gosh, we're at the end. That data is going to be very handy when you do your statistics assignment. So please make sure you have all of these abilities in Excel, because they will be very handy, not just in maths, but in science as well. Good luck to your study home.